Hey guys, let's make Ofe Onugbu together. Now, if you're an Igbo lady, this is one of our traditional soup and you should know how to make it. Well, for me, not for mouth too. Anyway, if you know you are a correction fluid, anything you see that correcting, please correct me with love. Let's start cooking. First thing I went ahead to do is to boil my Onugbu. Right? No, sorry, they call it bitter leaf. Right? Okay, in English. So I went ahead to boil my bitter leaf because I got it from the market and I washed afterwards. For my protein, I'm going to be using goat meat, chicken, I'm going to be using assorted, and I'm going to be using pomo. I went ahead to add my fresh fish a bit late because I did not want it to be overcooked because the goat meat takes time to get cooked. So I added it a bit late. I'm going to remove it after because this fish, if you're not careful with it, then all these fresh fish, they'll just enter your pot and then they disappear, they'll just scatter. And I love it when I'm seeing it in my soup. Now I'm going to cover that and allow it to cook. Next thing I'm going to do is to blend my already cooked ede cocoyam, and because I'm lazy, I'm not getting to pound. Yeah. So after a while, I went ahead to take out my fresh fish. It's already cooked. I'm going to add it a bit later when the soup is almost ready. Yeah. Now, did I tell you this is actually my second or third time making this soup? But this is actually the first time making it in my own house, not in my parents' house. And I've made it like once or twice in my mom's house or my parents' house, but it's the first time cooking it by myself. Well, for my oil, I'm not using normal oil. I actually use banga I got the extract from banga. That was actually a very long process because I had this tiny mortar and to extract this juice from this banga, and God, I nearly cried. Anyways, I'm going to add my protein into a pot of my pot, and the banga is already boiling, so ensure that the extract you got, it's already boiling, right? And then you're going ahead to add your protein as you see me do. Now add any protein of choice. As I'm seeing this stuff, I already know that this my pot will not be enough because it's actually my biggest pot. Well, while that is boiling, I went ahead to add extra protein, which is my stock fish, to it. Afterwards, I went ahead to add my already blended ede. We also call this cocoyam, right? Guys, as you can see, my pot is already getting filled up, and most things are not coming. It's actually my biggest pot. I was actually scared because I don't know what to do. So at this point, the ede is fully dissolved. That's the cocoyam is fully dissolved, as you can see. I went ahead to add my scotch bonnet pepper and crayfish. Yeah, I added this together. As you can see, how my pot is already overflowing. God really answered prayer when your cup runs over, because this pot is already running over. So afterwards, I went ahead to add my dry fish to my pot just for more protein. Yeah, I added it to my pot. I give that a very, very good stir and allow it to boil for a while I was contemplating how I'm going to add my bitter leaf, because bitter leaf is actually very, very much. I went over to add my salt for taste. I added my seasoning cube for taste. Please, as you're adding whatever seasoning you are working with, please ensure you taste. This is actually what we call ogiri isi. Am I pronouncing it right? I hope so. I added my ogiri inside, or ogiri akoko. Added it into my pot. This is one of the things that will make your onugbu to be onubuing. The smell that comes from this is heavenly. Actually, when this thing went into the pot, I felt like I was in my village. I was feeling it. Give that a very good mix, and then you prepare yourself to add your bitter leaf, your onugbu itself. Right now, at this point in time, I know that was not going to be possible. There's no way that bitter leaf enter this pot and it will not overflow. As you can see how messy my gas top is, because I've been trying to clean it, but because it was overflowing, keep messing up. So at this point, I had to think fast because I knew it was not going to be possible. My bitter leaf will not enter this pot, so I had to divide the soup into two different pots for this to be possible. Okay, I don't want stress. At this point, I was done adding my bitter leaf into my soup, and you can see how lovely it's looking. Then what I'll add next is my fresh fish. Remember, I moved it before. I didn't want it to get scattered, right? So I'm going to add my fresh fish into my pot and give that a very, very good stir. Now tell me, if you are the one, what will you be dishing out this pot of goodness with? Well, for me, Igbo girl, nakpo, no pass like that. See you in my next video. Bye.